bombshell dropped today, y'all. You know, when you're up, they want to bring you back down. Y'all want to talk about it? Keep it locked. Welcome back, everybody, to an all new episode of CHI Go Bears. As always, it's your boy John J, and with me once again is my dog, D Snow from the Go. What's going on, cuzzo?
Bear down, bear down, bear down. Man, they try. Hey, hey, y'all ain't gonna stop this train, man. I swear boy, they see we got some motion finally, and they don't like it. They don't like that we got motion, but it's okay. It's okay, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be cool, man. I'm trying to be cool. You already know where I'm at about this because I've been heated all day.
Well, this is the perfect forum for it. So, without further ado, now, ladies and gentlemen, first off, please do us a favor, help us get in that algorithm and drop a like. Drop a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. Help us out and share this thing with all your Bears fans. Cause ain't nobody out there on any of these channels getting down how we get down. So we one of a
Not like me,
kind with it.
cuzzo.
So you want to
For
come
sure.
over? You want to come over here and rock with us? Hey, I rock with
Yes,
them
sir.
too. So we can do
Yes, sir.
both.
Yes, sir.
But man, we we didn't plan on doing a show today. We had the schedule release yesterday, and we was gonna let that sit for a second. But that bombshell dropped today, D Snow.
Yeah.
And got everybody talking. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard, there was a report by ESPN about Caleb Williams, our young QB. Um, about him not wanting to come to Chicago before the draft.
Yeah.
And everybody is talking about it. D Snow, this is it's a new what it is it's a book coming out.
Yeah.
Um, by Seth Wickersham.
Yeah.
Book is called American Kings: A Biography of the Quarterback. And in it, he had an interview with Caleb's father, Carl Williams. And Carl had made a comment to him that Chicago is a place quarterbacks go to die.
Mm.
Now, I don't know if you remember, before the draft, we heard all of these rumors about him not wanting to come to Chicago. I don't know if you remember, they had talked about the potential of threatening to go back to school and play off the NIL deal another year. But before we get into some more excerpts from the book, just initial thoughts, D Snow, because there is more to get into. But just initial thoughts when you first heard the report. Go and get
I
it.
mean,
I know you
like
it's
you
bubbling.
said, this is old news. It's not like this is all of a sudden a bombshell that dropped that nobody had ever heard. We heard the rumors before, and like we've heard, usually rumors are true. So sometimes the rumors are not, but a lot of times these rumors that you're hearing are true. So I mean, we do know that Chicago has never had a really good quarterback, and we're one of the original football teams. So let's keep it 100. It's not like what I'm saying. He was like upset about something that wasn't real. This is real. Coming to the Bears, we've never had a quarterback even pass over 4,000 yards. Is that correct?
Correct. Still
Never
to this day.
to this
So
day. So
there were
you know,
reasonable
yeah,
concerns.
there were reasonable concerns. The line sucked. You saw how much he got hit last year, so it's not like he didn't get some act right in that first season after that. So maybe that was because of all of the don't do that. You ended up going where you ain't got no choice in the NFL. It's not like other places. Yeah, you can say you want to try to push the envelope to go to another team, but we know that only works for certain players and certain families. So everybody can't do that. But I think it's a little wild, because of the timing of the release. That's what I'm looking at. You're seeing a lot of momentum going with Bears fandom and the Bears organization and the direction that we're trying to go in. And for this to drop all of a sudden now, it's a little coincidental, and I don't like coincidences. You know?
I feel that. So here's the thing: the book drops in September. So maybe this got out and if, as a
Right
way
before
to
the
sell
season
the
starts.
book, as a way to sell the book during all of this height of the talk for Caleb.
Okay.
Um, and if that's the case, I'm gonna be honest. As a businessman, I'm not mad. You want to sell
Yeah,
a book?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Do
yeah.
what you gotta
You gotta do what you
do.
gotta do. That's what it is.
That's the
This is the
nature
world
of the
we live
game.
in right now. You gotta have that shock value,
Yeah, you want to maximize it. Guess what? That book gonna sell.
Oh,
That
for
book
sure.
gonna sell. That
Oh,
book
it's
is
gonna
gonna
sell.
sell, D Snow. He's done what he needed to do to get it to sell. People gonna be lining up for that thing. But like you said, I mean, those were reasonable concerns. The
Yeah,
Bears
yeah,
have been bad at quarterback. We've not
yeah,
had a star. We've never had a
yeah.
4,000
Never,
yard passer, like you said.
never.
Um, our best, statistically, the best quarterback that we've had was what, Eric Kramer, 3,800 yards
Yeah.
20 years ago. I mean, let's be serious.
I mean,
Um,
we had some decent quarterbacks in the middle. Some guys that didn't
decent,
do a that didn't do
decent.
decent, decent,
It's
decent.
not about horrible. We haven't had a star,
Yeah,
and
we've never had a
that was the
stud.
problem.
We've never had a stud that we can say, okay, he gonna go out there and win the game every game for us. We've never had that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Just as I go down in the article, I'm gonna keep reading some excerpts from this article throughout this today. But it says Carl Williams went to great lengths to try to circumvent the NFL draft. Wickersham writes, wanting
Mm,
to give his son an opportunity to choose his future employer.
mm,
The Bears had not drafted a star quarterback since the 1980s, and their recent draft selections, Mitchell Trubisky and Justin Fields, didn't pan out. Carl Williams was worried that with the franchise's history, stadium uncertainty, and offensive performances under then head coach Matt Eberflus, Caleb wouldn't have had organizational support to succeed. I don't
yeah.
want my son playing for the Bears, Williams told several agents in 2024. Looking for a way around the league's collective bargaining agreement, Williams even spoke with Archie Manning, who helped Eli Manning assert a measure of control over his eventual team in 2004. He met with labor lawyers, agents, and even considered whether or not his son could sign with the UFL and become an unrestricted NFL free agent in 2025, so he could pick a team. Um, in addition to the draft process, Carl Williams vented about the rookie wage scale, which could lock his son into the team and drafted him for up to 8 years. And that's
Mm,
because of franchise tags and all of
yeah, of
that.
course, of course.
He calculated hundreds of millions of lost market value income. The rookie cap is just unconstitutional, Carl Williams told Wickersham. Later adding that the CBA is the worst piece of shit I ever read. It's the worst in sports history. After an up and down final season at USC, Caleb Williams was unsure of what he wanted to do as he was prepared for the 2024 draft. At the NFL Combine that year, he met with Minnesota Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. The two hit it off, and Caleb Williams begun to dream of what it could be like to play for Minnesota. I need to go to the Vikings, he told his father. Let's do it, his father replied. But both Caleb and Carl knew that a trade to a divisional rival was extremely unlikely.
Mm.
And Bears GM Ryan Poles stood firm, telling Williams, we're drafting you, no matter what. Shout out to Ryan Poles for that
Yes,
gangster. Ain't no
sir.
way in hell I'm
My
trading you to
job
the
is to do my
Vikings.
job.
And you know what? And as a Bears fan, and first off, ladies and gentlemen, as a Bears fan, no one has the right to tell you how to feel. If
Yeah,
you want
of
to be
course, of
mad
course.
at the kid, that's fine. If you
Yeah,
want to be
yeah, for
mad at
sure,
his
for sure.
father, that's fine. That's
That's
on you.
100. Yeah, yeah.
But for me personally, when you first hear it, you don't like the sound of it, but these are reasonable concerns. We had a
Yeah.
history of bad at the position, and hey, we heard talks about him wanting to go to the Vikings. Jordan Addison, who was his star receiver, went to the Vikings the year before. We talked about how Kevin O'Connell was like the best quarterback coach there is.
Yeah, yeah.
He
So it was
got
good. It was
gold
good
out of
reasons to
Sam
go there.
Darnold.
Yeah, it was good
Yeah.
reasons to go there. Yeah, it was good reason to
So
go
it
there,
made
no doubt.
sense.
Oh yeah,
But guess what?
yeah,
When the kid came to Chicago on that visit, he was sold.
yeah, yeah.
I can win here. So I mean, if you're a diehard Bears fan, if you're a Chicago and you hearing stuff like this, you like, man, wait, what?
Yeah.
But the outside of the world don't view our home like we view our home.
Yeah.
Man, you got to
He's from
realize
California.
that.
He's from
The
California.
fact
He has no idea. Yeah. He just watching
the
it
fact
and
that
looking
when
from across the
he
pond.
did come and visit, he was sold on it.
Yeah.
That should That should make you feel good. Stick your chest
Oh,
out. He didn't want
hey,
to be here, but the second he set foot, he didn't want to leave.
when he got drafted, his energy on draft day, his play during last season, the kid did not give up. He didn't want to go down. He wanted to make plays. He showed you nothing but a person that wanted to be the best he could be. There was no slouching. There was no taking plays off. So no matter what, fans, don't let this energy they're trying to send us, because we do feel some kind of way if somebody tries. That is what we do in the shot, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't
Absolutely.
playing. Don't play us. Don't act like you with us and you ain't. We hate cutthroats. That's what we deal with on a regular basis. So we do want to get us all the way in. And if you look at the big picture of what he has shown us, he's shown us he want to be here.
Yeah. So the article goes on to say, after Ryan Poles told them that, he said they left one option: to publicly attack the Bears in the city of Chicago, hoping that it would make the situation untenable, similar to what Jack and John Elway had done to the Baltimore Colts in 1983.
Yeah.
He's he's worried about me taking bullets, Carl Williams told Wickersham about his son. But I don't care. I just don't agree with this shit, you know? I'm more interested in making sure that he can do what he wants to do. But Caleb was concerned that if they did try and the Bears refused to trade him, that it would make a tough situation even worse. And in the end, Caleb Williams told Wickersham, I wasn't ready to nuke the city. After a pre-draft visit to the Bears facility, Williams believed that he could be a part of a process to turn the franchise around. I can do it for this team, Caleb told his dad. I'm going to go to the Bears. Um, the book also sheds light on Williams' tumultuous rookie season, in which both Eberflus and Waldron were fired and the Bears lost 10 straight. At times, Williams said that he would watch film alone, which we heard about, with no instruction or guidance from the coaches. No one tells me what to watch, Caleb Williams told his dad. I just turned it on.
Mm,
Um,
I like that.
yeah, he didn't let it stop him. Now, when he
Okay.
had after that rookie season, he probably was thinking, "Man, damn, I probably should have nuked this after getting sacked a million times." But
Hey, yeah.
I respect the kid for going in there, stepping foot in the city, and it's like, you know what? No, I can do this. And then
Mm-hmm.
to take hits like he took to keep on going and not
Man,
complain.
glad I made the game
I
off.
think he's a lot
Yeah,
tougher than people give him
yeah.
credit for.
And my
Um,
my thing too is like, do we have another one of those Tyrese Halliburton dads out here? Thank God that you can't do that on the football field, because like, you're doing too much, Dad. Like, what is going on? Like, I know y'all see the LeVar Balls, y'all see the the Deion Sanders, and y'all want to be that father that's kind of in the spotlight there, but that ain't y'all. Quit trying to act like y'all got the pedigree and the right to have all this to say, bruh. Like, your son is the reason why y'all here. So we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't even
yeah,
know your name. We
but
should know your name.
I feel you, and like I said earlier, everybody got a right to feel how they feel. But where I disagree with that is he was doing it for his son. He was being his son's voice and willing to be the bad guy, so his son wasn't the bad guy. He was speaking.
That's the
That was
agent.
his
That's the
son,
agent's job.
but they don't have an agent.
Oh, I didn't know.
They don't have an agent.
Oh, see, I
They got
didn't
a
know
team of
that.
lawyers. They
I
got a team
didn't
of
know
lawyers.
that. Okay, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that
So
that
this
that
was
changes a little bit of my stance. I didn't know that. Because you saw where
yeah.
I was like, I see Dad, me and him finna have a combo.
But this is a dad willing to take the bullets for his son, so his son
Okay.
can be the good guy.
And I respect that. I respect that to the fullest, no doubt. No
But
doubt.
yeah, I mean, like I said, everybody got everybody can feel how they want to feel. Everybody has that right. But that's the way I see it. That was
Yeah.
the dad just was willing to be the bad guy if that's what
Okay.
his son needed.
Yeah. This is
Um,
this his future. So I understand.
but shout out to Ryan Poles for seeing it through. Hopefully,
Yeah.
and I believe that this was the right guy, but hopefully that is the case.
Yeah, because
Um,
Jaden Daniels did look pretty good last season as the rookie of the
but
year. But we already
absolutely,
know how that works, though.
but
Depending on what
seeing
team you on.
yeah, and it's interesting that he pushed so hard to go to the Vikings instead of the Commanders. That's his hometown, Washington D.C. That's where
Yeah,
Caleb is
but
from.
DC ain't been good in a long time. Nobody saw Jaden Daniels turning them around like he did. That That was the surprise of last season. We have to really be serious about that. There's no question that nobody saw that coming, and if you said that, you're lying.
But I think you can tell that after that first season, I think their Ryan Poles probably took some of this stuff to heart, and you can see why they went so hard this season to make Ben Johnson one of the highest paid coaches, to spend the free agency money that they did, to focus on getting more weapons instead of maybe getting an edge rusher like people wanted. You can
Yeah.
see that no, we're gonna make this work, and we're gonna make this kid successful no matter what. I can respect that.
I mean, and isn't that the front office's job to make sure the quarterback is happy, to make sure he has the weapons he needs to, to be successful? That's his job. So I feel like we are in the perfect position to do exactly what we supposed to do. Poles did what he was supposed to do, no matter what he heard out there, and I love it. That's a gut move to hear all of that, to know that that's real, and to still make it work. And like you said, it's working. We don't see any stopping in what's going on. We see nothing but moving forward. So no matter how I feel about the book, the quote, everything else, and how it happened, I'm happy with the team and the direction we're going, and that doesn't stop.
No doubt. Now, also want to play devil's advocate. Now,
Okay.
I'm not here to. I don't want to turn people against Caleb because I'm not
Okay.
against Caleb. That's the last thing I want to do. But I still have to paint all sides. Um, and I wonder the fact that Caleb knew he wasn't sure. The fact that Caleb wasn't sure if he could play with Shane Waldron from the
Mhm.
jump before he even became a Bear
Okay.
makes you question, did he have something to do with making sure Shane Waldron didn't do right to get him up out of there and control the situation?
Hey,
It's all possible. If
it's
for somebody that's doing so much to put his career in his own hands, I can't deny that possibility as well.
3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I can't say that. I'm gonna say he did everything he could to be a good rookie. Jaden Daniels just was a monster out of nowhere. The kid had a good season. It wasn't bad at all. It was just bad coaching, bad decisions, and our defense was a little, So I'm not gonna put that on him at all. I do like the devil's advocate part, but I feel like Caleb went out there and showed us that he wants to be an NFL pro.
Absolutely. Now, I won't fully absolve him though, because he needed to get he had to be better. He did some things to cost them some
Yeah,
games as well. It wasn't all Shane
he's
Waldron.
a rookie. Come on, it's the NFL, man.
That doesn't change the fact that it's true.
He didn't see the defenses he saw, last year in the Pac-10 was nothing near what he would have saw, coming to the NFL. So I think the kid gave us a pretty decent season, especially with what he dealt with the our offensive line was going through a lot. I mean, the coaching and firing, and I do love what you're saying, but and put it like this. Let's be 100. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I was team Justin Fields. I want us to keep Justin, build around him, trade that pick. I looked at that pick as golden. So for me to be on this side of it, I think he really did, pull on the heartstrings of the Bears fans.
Yeah, and that's cool and all, and I agree with it too. But it still doesn't change the fact. It still doesn't change.
So basically, you saying I don't want to hear that shit.
I mean, it's not that. I mean, I give him credit for being a rookie. This isn't a bashing session. He needs to
Mhm.
get better. That's
Yeah,
Caleb knows he needs to get better. Everybody and
yeah,
their mama knows he needs to get better. It yes, he was a rookie. Of course. You can't expect him to be MVP in year one.
yeah.
This got nothing to do with Jaden. I'm not even thinking about him at this point. Um, but it doesn't change the fact that yeah, he held on to the ball a lot. There's things that he could have done that would have
Yeah.
helped a little bit more. I'm
I
sure he
respect that.
he did the best job he can. This isn't about me knocking him. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Okay.
that we
Okay.
can't give 100% of the blame to the coaching staff because it
Okay.
was all around. That's all. I still think Caleb is the right guy. I think he did everything. I think he did the best he could as a rookie. Um, and he's a rookie. He hadn't seen it all. He hadn't played in these situations for a lot of shotgun, which isn't typical.
Yeah.
Um, so I
A lot of
get
running
it,
for his life.
but that still doesn't change the facts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You a lot of those, some of those sacks are because you just held the ball too long.
Throw it out of bounds.
You can't be Superman every play. and sometimes you want it to be. You can see it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I think Ben Johnson will coach that out. And I think that the kid is in for a big year, especially after something like this.
yeah.
This is bulletin board material. This is
Oh,
a reason for
hey,
the kid to go even harder.
and let's put it out there like this. I've never seen a Bears. Well, I ain't gonna say that because Lovey Smith was a nice regime. Hey, I ain't gonna never knock Lovey Smith. I miss you. Hey, I hope you're doing well out there. You know, with the gray beard looking like the Santa. You know,
He,
and
hey, we always got look.
hey, hey,
Lovey is part of the reason we got
hey,
Caleb.
forever, ever. You know, but at the end of the day, we have to look at it. We have to look at that. Because that's important. To look at every angle of what's going on and how this is gonna fit. Like you said, this bulletin board material. This is that chance to like say, okay, they trying me, they trying me.
Hmm.
Let me go out there and show
Now
them
let
that.
me show him how I make this work.
Let me show them I can make anything work. That's what I do. So I love it. I love it. And hopefully Ben looks at it that way too. And look, man, this is gonna be fun, man. It's crazy. Like I can't remember the last time we had a player in our city that somebody put any type of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the last person that we had that somebody tried to write a book about. The Michael Jordan rules is what it was called, wasn't it?
The Jordan
You know,
rules.
So like for the fact that
Netflix got
Caleb,
a documentary coming up for the Cubs,
uh,
but
uh,
for the Cubs, but that's not that hasn't happened yet.
yeah, but I mean, I love it. I love all of the smoke, all of the energy. Let's keep it up. Let's move in that direction, and let's take on all haters, man. We're not gonna let this bother us. We from the shop. You know what I'm saying? We used to people trying to take us down, and that's when we rise to the occasion.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, I still expect big things from the kid. This is gonna be fuel. And shout out to Ben Johnson, the way he jumped in to come to the kid's rescue right out
Yeah,
the gate.
look, and that's what I kind of lost myself on what I was saying. And I thank you for bringing it back. Hey, the fact that they didn't waste any time with responding and having something to say and making sure that they calm that fire down as they start this new regime. I love it. I love it, Ben. Great job. Show us that you're a real coach, a real leader. So that's what's important.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Um, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that was a nice little bombshell. Something
Yeah,
that
yeah,
everybody is gonna be talking about, and the
yeah.
haters are gonna be like, "Yep, see, don't nobody want to be in Chicago." We know, we heard it all. But
Hey,
watch
times
them
is
work.
changing.
Watch them work.
Yes, sir.
Watch
Hey,
them
I'm
work.
gonna start calling this the year of Herbo. This 25. When we dropped that album 25. I was listening to that 25 today, Herbo.
Yes,
That G Herbo. Of course, that's one of the young rappers from Chicago. That's from the East Side. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the season. I love that people are talking about us. We can't just relax and enjoy a regular summer day without somebody bringing up something about a Bears player. Let's keep it going, baby.
yeah.
Let's show them why. Yeah, I'm excited, man.
No doubt, no doubt. So, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all want to keep the conversation going, get at us in the comments.
Please
Let
do.
us know your thoughts. Are you mad? Is it F Caleb or is it yay? Spam them comments. Spam them
Yes,
comments.
sir. Yes,
W
sir. Yes,
Caleb
sir.
or L Caleb.
Man, please, W. Caleb, come on. We need those. We need those.
Yeah, yeah. Let us know.
And
And
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please, please, please.
there you
We
go.
see y'all running us up. Let's keep doing it. Tell your friends, your cousins, your coworkers. Tell them the Bears is coming. Y'all got a squad that's out here talking about it, keeping y'all turned, and they telling y'all everything that's going on every time they hear it.
No doubt. Yes, sirski.
Yes,
But
Sarsky.
as always, ladies and gentlemen, from us here, CHI Go Bears. Man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. As always, bear down, Chicago.
For sure. Stay dangerous. We love y'all. See you next time.
Yeah, buddy. Peace.